is associated with the greatest achievements in the ancient Egyptian history, has constructed here in Abu Simbel a miracle by all means. It's a great temple of Simbel. This is the biggest rock temple in the whole world, and the most wonderful one too. It was built to impress the southern enemies of Egypt, but the result was that it impressed the whole world, and it continues to amaze the people who come to visit it every day, especially during the alignment of the sun in 2 days each year, the 22nd of February and 22nd of October. It amazes us till today. In 1257 BC, Ramses II accomplished the great construction of Abu Simbel Grand Temple, and being totally cut out into the stones, the front part was finished first, which is the facade, with its giant and small statues. The facade of the temple rises to the height of 33 meters. Above the top frieze stand 22 baboons, raising their hands up and cheering for the sun when it rises between the summits of the high mountains stretching along the east bank of the Nile. With such a magnificent view, they wouldn't have been able to sit still. Below the frieze is a cavito cornice decorated with the royal cartouches of Ramses II, surrounded by cobras to protect them. The 4 colossal figures of the king are surrounded by 12 life-sized statues of his family, including 3 princesses and 1 prince, his mother Tuwi, and his wife Nefertari, who is represented 3 times. There are many manuscripts carved on these giant statues, the most important of which is the one written during the reign of King Pasimatic II between 593 and 588 BC, during the 26th dynasty. It was inscribed over the left leg of the statue on the left side of the entrance. On both sides of the 2 giant statues beside the entrance, there are representations of the captives who were enemies of Egypt. Here, Ramses II records his victories below the giant figures of the Nile god Habi, holding the 2 symbols of the north and south of Egypt, the lily or the lotus and its flowers, symbolizing that Egypt was united under the reign and power of Ramses II. The captives of the north are on the bottom of the northern statue. They are the Asians. As for the captives of the south, they are on the side of the southern statue, and they are the Africans. Usually the words that show the power of the king are carved on the pylons of the temple, but since there are no pylons here, his victories were recorded side.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we mentioned earlier, we're going to be talking about the 2 days economic conference that kicked off in the governorate of Marsa